Hey there, CJ Masson. So I'm going to help you out with homework 8.7, Transversals with Algebra. So, number one, if angle 2, the measure of angle 2, that's what M angle 2 means, equals 113 degrees, what is the measure of angle 6? So here's 2, here's 6. The relationship between them are the measure of angle 2 and the measure of angle 6 are corresponding. We know if two angles are corresponding, they must have the same or equal measure, or they must be congruent. So therefore, the measure of angle 6, if 2 is 113, angle 6 has to be 113, all because they are corresponding. All right. Number 3, if the measure of angle 1 is 84, what is the measure of angle 3? Well, the relationship between 1 and 3 is that they are vertical. So the measure of angle 1 and angle 3 have a vertical relationship, and we know when two angles are vertical they are congruent, and therefore because they are have a vertical relationship and are congruent, we know that angle 3 will also be equal to 84 degrees. All right, number 5. If the measure of angle 3 is 81 degrees, what is the measure of angle 4? So in this problem, we have a little bit different scenario. Here we have angle 3 being 81 degrees, so you can say, oh, this is 81, and this is what? So angle 3 and angle 4 in this case have a supplementary relationship. They lie together on a straight angle. So therefore, we'll do 180 minus 81 to get our answer of 99. So the measure of angle 4 is equal to 99 degrees. All right. Number 6, they also have a supplementary relationship. So 6 and 3, there's really no relationship, but I know that all the angles on a straight line will have to add up to 180. So we can say measure of angle 6 and measure of angle 3 has a supplementary relationship. So you'll be doing kind of the same thing you did in number 5. All right, let's take a look at this next section here. It says, give the measure of one angle, given the measure of one angle, find the remaining missing angles. If this angle, angle 1, is 75 degrees, by the way, I just want you to recognize that this is an obtuse angle. There's no way it should be 75 degrees, but the problem clearly says, all right, it's 75 degrees. You need to find all the other angles. So angle 1 is 75 degrees. We'll do that there. Let's find out all the other angles that are 75. So angle 7 should also be 75 degrees because it's vertical. Angle 3 should also be 75 degrees because it is alternate interior with angle 7. And obviously angle 5 because it's vertical with 3, corresponding with 7, or alternate exterior with 1. Okay, so now to figure out all the rest, we just do 180 minus 75 to get 105. So angle 8 is 105 because it's supplementary with angle 1. Angle 2 is 105 because it's vertical with 8. Angle 6 is 105 because it's alternate interior with 6. And angle 4 is 105 because it's vertical with 6. So all of these are 105. Do you notice a pattern? Describe it. Basically, hopefully you recognize a zigzag pattern with all angles being one of two measures. Right? You can either be 75 or 105. Right? Number 1. We want to state the relationship and then solve for x. So this is same side and skip this angle. So this is a corresponding relationship. So they are corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are congruent, so we can set them equal to each other. So we say 17x minus 4 equals 12 plus 15x. We set them equal to each other because they were corresponding. Right? Start off by subtracting 15x from both sides. Get 2x minus 4 equals 12. We'll add 4 to both sides. You get 2x is equal to 16. Divide by 2, and you get your answer as x is equal to 8. Notice I just said find x, I didn't say solve or plug back in and find me the measure of that, okay? If I wanted to find the angle measure, I'd take x and plug back in. For number 2, it's also another corresponding relationship, so you set it up exactly like you did number 1, so I'll leave you to that. Problem number 3, we have a supplementary relationship here. This is actually interesting in that it kind of looks like an alternate interior, but this guy's on the outside, right? It's not corresponding because they're not on the same side, so this is actually a supplementary relationship. You got an obtuse angle and an acute angle. They're going to add up to be 180. So that's 3x minus 7 plus x plus 5 equals 180. So 3x and x is 4x. Negative 7 and 5 is negative 2, equal to 180. You add 2 to both sides. You get 4x is equal to 182. You then divide by 4, and we're actually going to get a decimal here. That's all right. X is equal to 45.5. Right? All right, finally, use the diagram to answer questions 1 through 6. All right, first of all, I want you to cross off number 6. We won't be doing that one. All right. So number 1, it says if the measure of angle 4 is 5x plus 10, and the measure of angle 8 is x plus 30, just solve for x. So notice they just solve for x. Don't plug back in. So 4 and 8 are corresponding. So because they have a corresponding relationship, we can go ahead and plug in. Corresponding. We can say that 5x plus 10 will be equal to x plus 30. They're corresponding. They should be equal to each other. So we subtract x from both sides. We get 4x plus 10 equals 30. We subtract 10 from both sides. We get 4x is equal to 20, and then divide by 4. So x in this case is equal to 5. That's all you need to do. Okay. I'm going to help you out with number 2 because it's a ratio problem. Shouldn't be that bad. So it says, what's the ratio? If the ratio of the measurement of angle 3 to angle 4 is 4 to 5, solve for x. So 3 to 4, notice that's a supplementary relationship. So we know together they have to add up to 180, right? It just so happens that the ratio of these two guys are 4 to 5. So we could say 4x plus 5x is equal to 180, and then I'll let you solve from there. All right, number 3. If the measure of angle 1 is 3x plus 20 and the measure of angle 2 is x plus 40, find the measure of angle 2. So you have to solve and plug back in. So we got 3x plus 20. What's their relationship, first of all? 1 and 2. 1 and 2 are supplementary. So plus, so we could say a supplementary relationship. So that means we'll add them together and set them equal to 180. So 3x and x is 4x. 20 and 40 is 60 equals 180. So we subtract 60. We get 4x is equal to 120. Divide by 4. We get our x is equal to 30. Now that's not our answer because it said find the measure of angle 2. Right? So we can just plug back in for the measure of angle 2. So measure of angle 2 was x plus 40. Or in this case, x was 30, so 30 plus 40. So the measure of angle 2 is equal to 70 degrees, and this is our answer. Right? I'll help you set up 4, and then you'll solve. So 4 and 2, again, that's a supplementary relationship, and they have a ratio this time of 7 to 3. So this is going to be 7x plus 3x is equal to 180, and then this is the 3x, right, and this is the 7x. Right, and again, they want you to find the measure of angle 2, so not just solve for x, you got to plug back in. All right, and the final one, number 5. We'll probably go over this in class as well, but this is a pretty tricky problem. So first of all, angles 6 and 7 are vertical, so we can set them equal to each other, so vertical relationship. So we can say 5x minus 10 is equal to 2x plus 20. 2x plus 20. But they want you to solve for angle 5, which is not even one of the angles they give you. But you can do this. So first subtract 2x. We get 3x minus 10 equals 20. Add 10. We get 3x is equal to 30. divide by 3, and you get x is equal to 10. Plug back in for one of these. Now think about it. We want to solve for the measure of angle 5. If you look up here, we want to solve for that obtuse angle. It would help to know either 7 or 6 and then just subtract it from 180 because 7 and 5 are supplementary related or 5 and 6 are supplementary related. So let's plug in, let's just do the measure of angle 6, right? Which was equal to 5x minus 10 or 5 times 10 minus 10 or 50 minus 10, which is equal to 40. Now that's not your answer, right? That's the measure of angle 6. The measure of angle 6 is 40. Now, to find out the measure of angle 5, what you can do is just do 180 minus 40, because that will give you 140, because again, 5 and 6 are supplementarily related, right? So your answer is actually 140. Call me if you have questions.